Casey Brown. I'm here at Chattooga High School, and I found a few big guys I want to talk to today. Let's meet the offensive line for the Indians.
My name is Armand Ford. I'm a 2-year starter at tight guard, 11th grader, 5'10", 280.
My name is Jay Williams, and I'm a senior at Chattooga High School. I've started for 3 years now. I play quick guard, 5'10", and 277.
I'm Caleb Wade. I play center at Chattooga. I'm 6'1", 280 pounds. I've been a starter for 2 years.
My name is Chris Murphy. I'm a senior at Chattooga High School. I play quick tackle. I've started for 3 years now. I'm 6'3", 275 pounds.
My name is Dustin Pope. I've been starting for 2 years with strong tackle, quick tackle. I'm 6'5", and I'm 270 pounds.
My name is Cameron Evans. I play tight end and quarterback. I'm a junior. I'm 6'5", 220 pounds.
My name is Michael Adams. I'm 6'4", 280 pounds. I'm 11th grader, and I play tight end.
Okay, I'm here with Caleb Wade. He's the senior, and Coach Hamilton has referred to you as kind of the brain trust of this group, that if they need to know anything about the defense schemes or what they need to be doing or who they're covering, that you are the go-to guy that they ask. And this is a veteran group that you've got. Y'all been playing together for a long time. Tell me a little bit about how y'all progressed as a unit, how long you've been together, what y'all do to stay connected.
Well, I've been playing with these guys ever since I was in rec league, and connect. We hang out outside of football. We play cornhole a little bit, watch football, and I think we have really progressed as a unit as the season has come along. We started off a little rusty after summer, but as the season goes on, I feel like we get better and better every day. And at practice, we kind of challenge each other to do better, and we just feed off each other's energy.
So, I have to know, did you always want to be offensive lineman, or did y'all just grow into the position?
I wanted to be running back.
You wanted to be
Nobody wants to be a lineman. You always read about being a quarterback because that's people that get most of the attention.
I wanted to be a running back too.
Yeah.
So last week y'all had a big game against Coosa. Y'all really came up big for your running back, Isaiah, who had his single game career record. And if y'all weren't making the holes, if y'all weren't doing what y'all have to get out there and do, he wouldn't have had 250 yards rushing.
Well, I mean, Coach Hammond really challenged us against our Murchie game that we really needed to come together. And in that game, we all had, in the first half, we kind of had confusion, arguing back and forth. And we came in at halftime, he challenged us to come together as a unit and to quit the frustration, to quit talking back and forth, let the quarterback talk, and just have fun. And that's pretty much our motto, is just to have fun every game and just go out there and do what we. Yeah.
Main thing is this is a team sport. Running backs get the paper, but it's everybody.
Yeah. It starts with us.
We always because we blocking hard and the running backs is running just as hard. So we just kind of feed off each other. We see the running back running hard, makes us want to block hard.
Okay, so do y'all feel as a unit that y'all have ownership over some of the records, over the running back's record, because of what y'all provide for him?
Most definitely. I mean, because if college coaches see that these running backs are getting 250, 300 yards a game, they're going to be like, well, who's blocking for them? Exactly. I mean, that kind of gets you just as much exposure as it does the running backs that's getting 300 yards. So it really is helping everybody out.
Exactly. So at the Coosa game, there were a lot of comments on social media and other things about the way the Chattooga Indians played, the offensive line played, that y'all just hammered on, and they would be down, and that y'all would be the ones extending your hand, helping them up, showing them true sportsmanship. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, I mean, it's always adversity with us. We always got there, and everybody gets called names, but at the end of the day, you still have to have sportsmanship. You have to compete. No matter how many times you put the guy in the back, you pick them back up, even if you get put on your back, you got to trust that they're going to pick you back up. And it's just, you got to keep hammering through adversity. You just got to make sure you show sportsmanship.
Jay, do you think that the workout program and the weightlifting program that y'all implemented over the summer that you're still doing, that's helped on the field?
Of course. We've got, 2 sophomores? Well, one sophomore that squats like 500 plus, and he benches 300 plus. And
wow.
We're stout all the way across the board.
I mean, exist too.
It's basically in the past couple of years since Coach Hammond has got here, we all the linemen all the way across the board have gotten 405 squat max and 225 plus bench maxes. It's just, it showed out there in the field how much we grown and how much we've gotten stronger, and it carries on into the field.
Hey, I'm here with Coach Mike Hamilton. He's the offensive line coach for these boys. And Coach, you have played and coached at pretty much all levels with a lot of different groups of kids. Tell me how these guys stack up.
Size-wise, they're as big as I've had since I took my first high school coaching job at Higgins High School in Marrero, Louisiana. Size and strength, like the kids talked about earlier, by far the strongest group I've ever had. Everything's a work in progress. I just hate that I didn't have them when I was a freshman. But they're tremendous, like I said, work ethic, and most importantly, character. They're good kids. They're fun to coach.
How many years have you been at Chattooga?
This is my second year at Chattooga High School. I spent 2 years at Cedar Shoals in Athens, Georgia. Before that, 4 years at Shannon High School, and before that, a year at Higgins High School, Marrero, Louisiana. But every one of these kids, I could ask, I needed them to stay at my apartment for a week while I'm out of town. I can trust them implicitly.
Going back last week to the Coosa game, and with Isaiah having that dominant of a performance with over 250 yards rushing, there were 39 carries. In total, there was 50 carries, for well over 300 yards. How does that reflect on your offensive line?
It's what you pride yourself in. So many shifts and paradigms on what types of offenses people run. They're spreading it. They're throwing a lot. But to me, what we do here at Chattooga, where we're going to line up and we're going to insert our physicality. That's what every offensive line coach's dream and every offensive lineman's dream is to be able to look and say, we had our kid run for, our running back run for 250 yards. And quite frankly, it's just a testament to the offensive line. Well, first of all, we got the Foster twins. We have two great ones in the backfield. And we got fullbacks, okay, depending on what type of formation there's 1 to 2, and each formation doing a tremendous job. We got a bunch of kids finally learning and maturing and coming off football up front, which I'm very proud of. But it's a pride thing, and you don't have to be very talented. You don't have to be the biggest. You don't have to be the strongest. You just got to care. You got to have a type of attitude and a type of effort. What I preach everywhere I've been is attitude and effort. And these kids are coming around, first and foremost, but with their attitude and everything. But it's caring about each other. If you got 5 to 7 guys that don't particularly get along and don't like each other, and I've seen this at every level I've been at, you're not going to be successful. So being around these kids, they care about each other, and that shows on the field when you get into games like this where they're up against the wall. They draw off each other's strength, and Coach Hammond and Coach Honeycutt continuously challenge them, whether it's running a play better or in the weight room, and they've helped me significantly with this group. But what I try to do is teach a core bit of values, and effort and attitude is by far the biggest. And people talk about, well, the way our kids conduct themselves. There's 2 things you can't argue with. That's class and poise, and these kids have it. So I'm not only proud of them on what they've done the past few weeks on the field, it's just how they conduct themselves as young men, whether it's in the classroom or on the streets. So I'm extremely thankful. And their parents and their guardians and this community should take pride in how well these kids conduct themselves. They're first-class kids, and they deserve this. They deserve to win, and unfortunately it's been a long time where it feels like people have held that back, that they didn't deserve it. Now we're getting a taste of success, and hopefully these kids can continue to build off this and know what it takes. It's not easy. So I'm real proud of them. Hopefully we'll continue. Like I said, we have a tough test with Gordon Lee this week, but like I said, the off week helped with injuries and getting our legs back fresh. But they came back and worked hard today. They'll work hard tomorrow. Had the weekend off, and hopefully be ready, prepared for Monday. And
the 4 games that we have left in this season are all region games.
Yes, ma'am. Region games. This is where you make your money. It's time you cash in. No disrespect to the non-region games that we played our first 4 games, but if you don't win those, yes, it's hurtful on your record, but as far as how you go in the playoffs, it has no direct effect other than confidence or if you're ranked in the state. And I've constantly had to preach, you constantly preach, this is where you make your money. This is where you cash in. As a coach, this is where I cash in. Okay, we could go 4-0, and you can go 0-6 in the region, and that'll get you fired.
Right.
Okay, so right here is the most important predicament that we have to take a look at every opponent, respect them, because this region is tremendous with a lot of good athletes, and we just got to continue to build upon the success we've had in the first 2 region games.